Um, you may be wondering what the fuck happened to the stream. What happened was the mod or the mod pack. It hit my fucking game and my computer so hard, it crashed both the game and Streamlabs. It crashed the stream, it crashed the game, and corrupted the video file. So I was unable to watch. I was unable to save and retrieve the video file. Dude, how the fuck did that happen? Because oh my god, I was so sure that it was going to go well, or that I was going to. It was just going to that it was just going to corrupt my game, or like not corrupt, but crash my game. But I did not know that it wasn't going to become. I did not think it was going to crash the stream. That's new. It's new. It's new and it's crazy. Anyway, let's go into something else, something a little different today. Today we're going to be looking into some fun YouTube stuff. And we're not talking about just fun YouTube stuff like, oh my god, see this, and this is your typical stuff or something. Ha ha ha. No. We're gonna be watching something interesting. We're gonna be watching something which is going to be, yeah, Neon, you missed everything, bruh. You missed everything because you left. You missed everything because you left, bruh. After you left, shit started popping. I was getting ambushed by groups of monsters. I got attacked by what the other creature was called, the massive blocky particle entity twice. I called fire started showing up beside my campfires or some shit. I don't know why. And I got jump scared. Well, not jump scared, but I got killed so hard that my entire stream crashed. The stream crashed and I lost the video file. The video file got corrupted. You probably saw the post about it. Just cause Jesus Christ. I was so sure it was going to be fine. Even though that I would just get banned from or not banned from but kicked from the game. But instead, I get motherfucking my entire stream clubbered by the kill. So hard, in fact, that it corrupted the entire video file as well. It's crazy. You should have been there to see it, but yeah. It's it did not go well. So now I'm shifting the entire stream. I'm making another stream, calling it that we're going to be streaming to we're going to be reacting to some epic shit. So brace for it. You couldn't chat because you were exercising? Yeah, but you were gone from the stream entirely. It says 0 viewers throughout the entire thing. You were gone from the entire stream, so I was like, okay, well, your loss. Yeah, that was hella weird. Did you even you weren't even there. Huh? Were you even there to begin with? Because
one of the most fun things you can
okay,
do in the summer
Mike,
is go out
Mike,
on a boat.
1 second.
But it also happens.
Jesus Christ, YouTube is struggling. That's crazy. Bro, YouTube is so it's struggling so much. That's so weird. I guess the mod affected my computer so bad that it's making YouTube be hard to open.
Do in the summer is go out on a boat.
And I clicked again.
To be one of the most dangerous.
It's not even. My God, it took a while to pause that. I was watching after you ended it because I didn't catch up with the rest of the 18 minutes. Yeah, there was not much to catch up on to me. No, I'm kidding. There was plenty to catch up on, but that's the thing though. Yeah. Anyway, can you hear the video well?
Unbelievable boating accidents.
Heart-stopping video as a speedboat
Oh, no.
goes
Oh, no.
airborne
I wanna react
at
to this just
200
normally.
miles an hour.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm glad it did.
That looks more fun. Before it even like not even flips into the air, but that looks more fun when it's in the air, but less fun when it hits the water again.
Didn't make contact with the water until it made a few rotations and slowed down, because that rapid deceleration is what causes shearing forces to the human body. So if it would have made contact with the water right after
Yeah.
going airborne, that's where things could have gotten really deadly.
The two men on board were trying to break a speed record on Lake Havasu in Arizona.
That's
God,
crazy.
it just doesn't look like the premise of where a water speed record should be broken. Like, where are the first responders? I don't know. It just looks like people.
Everyone's
hanging out
just
watching.
staring.
Flew like a kite. It flipped. It spun.
Ryan Ola is a member of the crew.
It must have been fun while they were in the air, though. That would be crazy. Imagine just sitting in a boat, in a speedboat. Next thing you know, you're just like flipping in the air at the most random angles, but you know you're about to smash into the water. That pretty brutal forces, so you kind of have to brace for it. It would have been fun if it wasn't deadly. If it wasn't deadly or painful, but you know.
That's the wrecked vessel behind
It
him.
looks like fiberglass just tore apart.
Incredibly, the two men in the boat survived.
The safety capsule is designed to keep the drivers safe as possible. One walked away with a broken collarbone and some
Whoa.
broken ribs. The other one
Oof.
just had a fractured knee.
Wow, man.
Oh yeah, I just walked away with a couple broken ribs and a broken collarbone. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just a little pat on the back and I'll be good again.
Imagine just breaking your patella, crashing at 200 miles an hour. I'll tell you what, cars are safe, but if you're crashing 200 miles an hour into a wall, you're not just fracturing a patella.
Definitely not.
Speedboat ride
Oh.
in Missouri turned crazy.
God, this is like wild.
for this
Bro,
video.
Bish on the middle of the screen, motherfucking whacked her head 3 times already, dude. I was searching after you ended it. Okay, my bad.
But if you're crashing 200 miles an hour into a wall, you're not just fracturing a patella.
The
Look,
speedboat ride in
one,
Missouri turned
2.
crazy.
God, this is
Okay,
like
she hit her
wild.
head twice.
Whoa.
Bam.
You've seen
Whoa!
this. It was all caught on tape. The boat hit a large wake, sending people flying.
Isn't the rule like you gotta slow down once you hit
Ow.
the first one? My guy just went boom. I mean, like, I know I crashed my race car, but man, this is on a different level.
They were all hurt. 5 were treated for minor to moderate injuries. They're
Oh,
okay.
the fact that almost all of them hit their heads is the scariest part for me. I wouldn't be surprised
That looks
if there's
insane.
some facial fractures,
Dude.
nasal fractures. They're hitting some very dense portions of the boat.
From Prosper, Texas to
Why there? Why there? Man. He had to put it right there. Of course. And it had to happen in right that part of the... Okay.
Paradise.
All right.
Whitney Slough and her family enjoying the clear waters in the Bahamas
Sorry, I'm
I
just
feel like I'm in a
chewing down
nightmare.
on
until
popcorn.
this boat came out of nowhere and
Oh.
never stopped.
I feel like I've been to this exact area of the Bahamas.
Rip?
They know they hit
Definitely.
him, they saw him, and they drove off.
It's like a hit and run, but with a boat. So is that a hit and run? It's a hit and float.
Whitney's husband Brent
It's a hit and
snorkeling near the
speed.
shores of Exuma before dinner when this boat skimming along the shallows drove right over him.
I mean, they could have totally not seen him, right? Like that. You just might think
If
he
the
could
boat's
awake
like...
or something.
Yeah, because if the boat's tilting upwards, you can't see almost anything within like the next 3 meters in front of you. So you kind of are just subject to taking what your eyes are able to see.
slicing
know.
his lower body.
Oh my God, they sliced his
When the propeller hit him right underneath the buttocks and the legs.
Oh my God, there's the femoral arteries right there. And if they hit the femoral artery, you can't save
You're
someone
dead.
that's in the water with that kind of injury. Hopefully it just hit muscle, didn't get to the arteries.
We hear Brent.
Already just getting hit once by a fucking motor, like a speedboat blade is already painful enough.
Screaming, help me, help me, help me, you know.
Oh my God.
We didn't realize that he was struck by the boat.
Yeah, so like if they didn't know, the boat might have not known. And you could see that his toes are cyanotic. They're not getting enough circulation.
Whitney, her family, friends, and Good Samaritans pulling Brent out of the water, wrapping towels around him to try and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, putting pressure, as much pressure on that
Absolutely.
area is most important.
That's like
If
the
bleeding was
first rule in any situation where there's bleeding. Apply pressure. Someone's down, but you don't know if they're alive. Check for pulse. Check for breathing. If you don't got that, chest compressions. Everybody should know that, but somehow some people are dumb enough not to even know that. It's crazy.
that severe and they had a tourniquet, that would have been ideal. Again, it depends where the injury occurred, because when you want to apply a tourniquet to a bleeding limb, you have to do it closer to the heart. So, for example, if the cut is here, you're going closer to the heart and putting.
Of course, because you don't want to risk the heart pumping blood into the blood vessel so it comes out through the wound. You want to put pressure up there, because that's when you prevent the blood from coming to that area which is open to bleeding. I did get a few messages on the phone, so I can check those real quick. Yep, some of them are from who I know. Wait, what the bro, I just realized those are not even the people from my class. I thought they were the people from my brother from my class, but it was not. I sent a message saying that she looks smug as fuck in that one picture, but I'm not sure if that's just her making that face or if it's her being blinded by her phone's brightness. I'm just going to take an turn around a bit my fan because this thing is blowing air, yeah, but it's not hitting me directly. 1 second. That's more like it. Let's get on with this.
4 hours under the knife, this father now in good hands, but with a fractured pelvis, leg, and a long road
Jesus.
to recovery.
What a scary story. That's why whenever you're in the water, you always have to be head on a swivel. Head on a swivel.
This nightmare
Exactly.
begins miles off the coast of Chile in the South Pacific, where the ship
Imagine
discovered
going into the ocean, swimming all around just like that, just chilling, seeing a speedboat in the distance. You're like, okay, that's cool. That's the problem though. You have to keep your eye out for that speedboat, or else you're going to get minced up in less than 5 seconds if it's coming towards your direction. If it's coming towards your direction, doesn't matter whether it's coming straight to you or sort of towards your direction. You just have to swim away into into a side. Even if you can't get there fast enough, you just have to do that to prevent and minimize any injury. But if you don't move away in time and you don't even get away from it, then that's not your fault. That's their fault for being reckless, and not seeing you.
is conducting oceanic and atmospheric research. On a stunning day, crew members take a dip in the warm tropical waters. But the afternoon turns into a horrifying scene
Oh my God, tell me a shark is coming and my worst
No.
nightmare is coming true.
right out of Jaws.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
60 minutes into the swim, the fin of a massive great white
Oh, no.
suddenly surfaces.
What is the rule? Like, you gotta punch it in the nose?
Heather Boswell is in the race for her life against a great white shark, and she's losing.
Yeah, there's no way to win.
Oh, God,
The
you see
speed
it jump
that
down
a
there.
great white shark travels in the water is exponentially faster than human.
People who were still screaming, get Heather, get her out, get her out. We had kind
Oh,
of a tug of war with the shark, trying to, give us back our shipmate.
Oh my God. And the blood in the water certainly doesn't help, because that gets the shark
No,
probably more
yeah.
aggravated.
We grabbed a hold of her, and she became very light at that point, and we kind of flung her up in the front of the boat. She came up really easy, and we had seen that her leg was gone.
It was
Wow.
cut off just as if a butcher had used a saw.
This is gonna
Oh,
sound
God.
dark, but a clean cut sometimes can be life-saving, because the arteries sometimes can clamp and cut
That's
off
true.
the circulation,
true.
thereby decreasing the amount of exsanguination, losing blood.
Examination.
from
I've
the
already
nearest
known
help,
that term from
Heather's
before.
life is now in the hands of the ship's nurse.
Tourniquet, commercial grade tourniquet, not t-shirt tourniquet, commercial grade, with a ratchet.
After months of painful rehabilitation, she now walks with a prosthetic leg.
Wow, I'm so happy to hear that she survived.
This morning, a dream cruise sailing to a
It's
choppy
crazy.
ending
It's gotta be
after a
scary as hell to
norovirus
experience all
outbreak.
that.
God, outbreaks happen so commonly on cruise ships because it's a enclosed, tight area, lots
Yeah.
of interpersonal
Enclosed, tight
interaction,
area in the
utensils
ocean,
being
in the middle of
shared, glasses
nowhere.
being shared. Very easy for things to spread. And norovirus is kind of the common one, even though cruise ships aren't the only place where norovirus outbreaks happen. It just seems to be the cruise ship virus of choice.
The CDC says at least 94 passengers and 4 crew members aboard Royal Caribbean Serenade of the Seas battled the bug during the voyage,
Ideally, you got to quarantine the ship.
including Bob
Yeah.
Pattis, who was on the 13-day cruise with his son.
I'm 87 years old. I've never been this sick in my life.
That makes them high risk. Anyone with pre-existing
High risk
cardiac
and
conditions, weakened immune system,
really scary
older-
because that means that if you've never been this sick in your life, that kind of means that your body is not immune to this, nor is it even used to this type of illness. So it's like you increases the chances, not only the chances, but the fear of death.
or very young are at the highest risk for having a negative outcome from norovirus.
The ship docking in Miami this morning as scheduled, becoming this year's 19th gastrointestinal illness outbreak on a cruise ship so far, sailing past the total number seen in 2024, according
Yeah.
to the CDC, and making it the
They have
worst
to make it.
year for
They have to
cruise
work.
outbreaks in more than a decade.
Work
God,
better with
cruise ship companies are
sanitizing
really
and shit.
struggling from norovirus, flu cases, COVID 5 years ago, now hantavirus. It's a scary time to go on a cruise.
Sarah Kirby is one of the few people in the world who knows what it's like to fall off a cruise ship and live to tell about it.
God, is that even I mean, obviously it's possible because she did it. Because like, if you hit water at the height that a passenger deck is from a cruise ship, it's like hitting cement and surviving.
In 2012, she slipped over her stateroom balcony.
Oh
Was she
God.
running towards it? Like, how did that slip happen?
Infrared cameras captured her fall.
Oh my
She
God.
actually
Oh
ricocheted
God.
off a
Oh
lifeboat
shoot.
before hitting the choppy waters off the coast of Jamaica.
Honestly, it's a lifeboat that probably saved her.
Sarah was badly battered.
She has a subconjunctival hemorrhage there, which actually isn't super problematic, but those raccoon eyes could be a sign of a basilar skull fracture. That would be concerning.
But somehow managed to tread water for 90 minutes.
90 minutes
Wow.
despite having that level of trauma. I know cruise ships have alarms that they have sensors that detect if someone fell off, but I wonder how in this specific case they knew. Oh, oh, oh!
You
This
see
is
stuff
in
falling
Miami.
off.
I've seen these clips. Look at her. Oh my
Oh,
God.
God.
Your ankle can get caught there. Oh my God, the poor ligaments.
If any
in her ankle.
part.
This is why
Wait.
boats are so dangerous.
Wait. What do you mean her ankle? Wait. I didn't see that.
Miami, I've seen these clips. Look at her. Oh my God.
Her
your
ankle did not even get caught on anything. I think. At least that's what I'm assuming because I didn't notice, but maybe it was caught under the railing, on top, on the front of the boat.
ankle can get caught there. Oh my God, the poor ligaments.
Just
fraying.
imagine
This is why
just you're
boats
just
are
on
so
like a
dangerous.
speedboat.
Do they have seatbelts? I feel
Next
like
thing you
boats
know,
should have
you motherfucking you get your foot stuck on the side of the.
I love that she hands her cell phone first. It's
Yeah.
like the dude at the baseball game who catches the ball but never spills the beer.
That's fucking real though.
Oh
my God. Is it in you?
God, that's a line you never want to hear.
Wait, what?
God. Is it in you?
Spills the beer.
Oh, did he get hit with a fucking hook? Story time. I actually got hit with a fish hook once when I was younger. Several years ago, many years ago. I think I was like 12 or 13 or something. No, I think it was like between 10 and 12 years old. I don't remember entirely, but what happened was that I was going out to fish with my father on the coast of the coast of one of the beaches in Norway. And I got my fishing rod. I was ready to go. I got my life vest and everything just in case something happened and I fell into the water and needed it. I throw the hook. I throw the entire thing. I take the whole ass fishing rod, swing it on. Everything was fine, but then for a quick second I just noticed a very slight tug on my ear. I just tug, just in case it just got stuck on something. It was stuck in my ear. So I had to go back. We had to cancel the entire fishing trip. Go back to the place where we're staying. We're staying at a friend's or or like my father's friend's place. We had to go all the way back just to get the fucking fishing hook out of my ear. But the problem was that it was so deep, and then what they had to do was push it through my ear before they could pull it out again. Because the fishing hook has got this like wait, what the fuck was it, like this forgot what it was called, but it's got this like a thing which is supposed to stop you from getting it loose easily. So what happened was that by me tugging it, I kind of pushed it even further in. So what they had to do was shove it all the way through, and then pull it out again. And it was not that painful, but it was just a little bit scary. So I kind of like cried a bit. But hey, I mean, I got free ice cream for that. So yeah, it was funny. It was kind of funny if you ask me. I mean, yeah, it was kind of scary at the moment, but it was kind of funny. At least I got free ice cream.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it in you?
Oh yeah, big time. God, that's a line you never want to hear from your buddy.
It's definitely not a lie. I mean,
so there is a clean mechanism for taking out fish hooks. I don't recommend you try and do this on your own because there are always vital structures, especially in the neck. I would more so just say cut the fishing line and go get a professional to take care of it. But there is a strategy where you push the bottom of the fish hook down, and then with a string you pull the fish hook up and out. Now,
wait.
Really
oh yeah, this is what we did.
area.
This is what we did to me because it was kind of it was kind of deep into my ear. So what they had to do was push it all the way through and then snip off the tip before they could get it out.
Because there are instances where sometimes you can guide the hook further, actually push it in because of that barb, cut the barb, and then easily slide it out. It really depends on the placement, which is why I really want a medical professional to do this and not on your own. When heat stroke and seasickness take you out, but not the crew. Uh-oh. We
Damn.
gotta be careful here that this is in fact seasickness. Two things can happen on a boat which are really problematic. One is heat stroke. That requires severe medical attention. And also carbon monoxide poisoning. People don't recognize that. So if a lot of people are experiencing something all at once, think heat stroke, carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's heat stroke is like the most common thing that can happen on a boat. It's the most common thing as long as you don't drink enough water.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Watch this.
Oh.
Ouch, that must hurt.
Hold on a second. I think I watched this Inside Edition. Did he sue the living pants out of this boat company for this happening to him? Because he said like it caused brain damage for the rest of his life.
It happened
That's
on the Holland
bullshit.
America luxury cruise liner.
But if it actually went through, then that's crazy. It's crazy if so.
Damn. Here's the question: is that
Whoop,
smack on the
bam.
boat worth $21.5
I knew it, I
million
knew it.
Yeah, that's
How's
if
your
yep.
wife,
Uh-huh.
Carol? Carol, what happened?
Oh, this anchor and I did a bunch of Inside Edition hits together.
The doctor thought
Crazy.
originally that it was just, a bump on the head. There was a laceration.
I mean, post-concussion syndrome is absolutely real.
The family continued on their round-the-world cruise, thinking that rest and relaxation were exactly what Houseman needed after his
Honestly, that's
injury.
what you need
When
after
the
getting your
cruise
head
was
bumped.
finally over, his condition only got worse.
my
Oh,
God, I
so it
wonder
actually
if he
did
was
hurt him.
bleeding internally from like a subdural hemorrhage or something.
He says he suffered permanent brain damage.
He's not logical anymore. Irritability, mood swings, And then
Oh,
eventually he
okay.
developed actually having seizures
That
as
could have
well.
actually been
Houseman sued
internal
after he
bleeding.
says he discovered that at least 16 passengers had been injured in similar ways.
The issue here is that they knew the door was dangerous and they continued to let it operate. That's the core of the issue, not the fact that this one incident happened.
Austin Gonsalves loves to fish, so it was no surprise he jumped at the opportunity for a dream vacation spearfishing in the Bahamas.
Okay.
I remember eating the fish. I remember diving the day we ate the fish. And then I remember waking up in Miami a week later.
It was then they learned a fish they caught was loaded with poison, putting the 15-year-old in a coma. It's called ciguatera poisoning.
Yeah, ciguatera poisoning is really dangerous because it's invisible. It's tasteless. Cooking the fish doesn't solve it. Freezing the fish doesn't solve it because it's a toxin. It happens from like toxic algae that these larger predatory fish eat up enormous amounts, and it builds up within their bodies. And
That's
then
why you never
humans
eat
them. So
fish that you That's why you never eat fish that you hook up out of the sea, especially those large ones, because you don't know they eat algae and seaweed and other fish possibly. And if any of those contain any poisonous toxins, you never know. You never know until it's too late. You know, until
You've got to be
consumed it.
really careful about avoiding those types of fish, and there's a whole list.
For example,
here,
dog
but
snappers.
in general, really scary stuff, especially the way that it happens. It has some pretty unique symptoms outside of the basic nausea, vomiting, GI distress. You also start feeling cold as hot and hot as cold. You start having a metallic taste in your mouth, almost feeling like your teeth are loose. Really unique symptoms.
You have a 1 in 50 chance to get it if you eat large fish in that region.
Yeah, I believe if the fish is over 5 pounds, it's a reef fish, that increases the risk.
That's why biologists recommend avoiding large fish
Damn.
for dinner.
No
The lips on
smell,
that one
no
look crazy.
taste,
Correct.
No way to tell that the fish has the poison.
There's also certain parts within the fish where the toxin can accumulate, so you want to avoid eating those parts listed here.
The only reason they can talk about their warning is because of his mother's natural reaction after the 4 started violently vomiting.
I remember calling the ambulance, and that's the last thing I remember for several days.
And here's the scary part. There is no cure. It's just about supportive care, giving fluids, making sure that the heart is stable, electrolytes are stable. Like, there is no antidote.
There is no antidote, but I do wonder if it's even possible to craft one. I don't know. That's a question for all the scientists, doctors, medics, and human anatomists to explore.
Therapy this week and has a sense of humor about the near-death poisoning. His friends brought Austin this movie to help the recovery.
A little Finding Nemo never hurt. If I got fish
That's
poisoning,
true, though.
my friends brought me Finding Nemo, I'd be finding new friends.
A literal nightmare that fisherman Scott Thompson is lucky he has lived to tell about after falling overboard from his boat in the middle of the night in Ventura, California.
Oh my God, that's the scary. It reminds me of that movie Open Water. Oh my God, worst fears.
At that moment, he saw the bright lights from this oil platform about 2 to 3 miles away.
2 to 3 miles away.
Scott made it to that platform, but developed hypothermia from his exposure to the cold water.
Wait. How does it take you that long to develop hypothermia from the cold water if you had to swim 2 to 3 miles, which would take you at least an hour? What the the hypothermia would have set in long before you got there, wouldn't it? I mean, it depends a lot on what the degrees in the water were, though.
Hypothermia
That's
is
true.
so scary on the open water because it doesn't need to be frigid water. That's a common mistake people have. They think, oh, it's 50, 60 degrees. There's no way I'm going to get hypothermia. No. When you're wet, it's windy. You could become hypothermic very quickly. Hypothermia.
What's interesting also is like when you're wet and it's windy, it's actually like the wind makes it feel like the parts above water are colder. So when you go back down into the water, it feels warmer, which then increases the chances of you believing that you may not get hypothermia. But the fact is that your body is cooling down, which is why you're feeling this increase in temperature in the water. And that's exactly why it's even more dangerous, because you don't know if you're going to get hypothermic or not. Even though the water's pretty cold, the air makes it feel colder up there. Therefore, you feel like the water's warmer. So it just makes this it creates this confusion.
medical emergency. And it's not about rapid rewarming, because that could also be a problem. It's about keeping the person calm, flat, and gradual rewarming after you call 911. Also, you got to realize that some people, when they develop hypothermia, they start shivering in order to generate heat. And that is a good thing. That is the body doing its thing. However, once people stop shivering, the assumption is that they're getting better. Well, it could be that they're fatiguing and they're no longer capable of generating enough heat, and actually the illness is progressing worse. Similarly, how those who have an asthma,
they can pretend. I mean, I don't know if this is true, but if you have hypothermia, wouldn't it? If you get some sort of exposure to hypothermia or like extreme cold weather, wouldn't being in motion help heat up your body? Unless you're like in constant exposure, then I guess so. But like maybe if you're on land, maybe trying to run, sprints, spurt on the spot, maybe do some push-ups, moves, something which heats your body up naturally. That's my question.
attack, they breathe very quickly to try and get rid of this carbon dioxide that's trapped in their body. And once they start breathing more slowly, people think they're getting better. In reality, it's time to intubate.
But there was something else motivating Scott to get to that platform. A harbor seal.
No way! He added that for effect.
He says one swam alongside him for a while, giving him hope and making him feel like he was not alone in the world.
It's interesting how humans can experience the same thing drastically differently. If your doctor friend here was out in the open water, thrown off his vessel, an unknown animal pops its head out, full panic attack, drowning. You...
Might just sees that shit pop up out of nowhere, and he's just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Just rather die by drowning.
Lost your favorite YouTuber. That's how I'm gonna go down.
Bro, if I saw something pop its head out of the water, I'd be scared, but the moment I notice it's a seal, out of all things, not a sea lion, or like a, not sea lion, but not a fucking, what was the other one called? The one with the giant teeth. I forgot what it was called. Never mind. If I saw a sea lion pop its head up, I would feel a little bit more safe, but at the same time, I wouldn't feel safe because you never know if they can bite you or something, or if you rub into it and it gets mad and bites you or something. I don't know.
Manatee attacks Dr. Mice. Make it the headline.
During this scorching summer, there's no better way to beat the heat than boating. But could a deadly invisible killer be lurking that people are unaware of? Carbon monoxide?
Oh yeah. Boats are actually supposed to have carbon monoxide detectors on them, because what can happen is if you're traveling at low speeds or even idling, you can develop what's known as a station wagon effect, where actually the exhaust fumes start making their way into the boat because wind changes, the circulation of the fumes, and it could poison everyone on board.
There have been 46 carbon monoxide deaths on boats in the last decade.
Wow, maybe you shouldn't be reporting just casually standing up like that on a big boat.
But experts we spoke with say that number may be higher, since they can often be mistaken for drownings. Donovan Chilton says it also happened to his son. Thankfully, he survived.
Oxygen therapy is the mainstay of treatment, and the mechanism behind carbon monoxide poisoning is that it binds to hemoglobin, causing a compound known as carboxyhemoglobin to form, and it is more competitively binding to hemoglobin than oxygen. So the hemoglobin that normally carries the oxygen around through your body starts having carbon monoxide bind to it at a higher rate than the oxygen. Therefore, you're not supplying your body with enough oxygen. You literally start shutting down, and people get sleepy, they feel unwell. Sometimes it's confused with seasickness, as we said earlier in the video, and people don't understand. And
sometimes I look at some types of diagnoses about from some illnesses and such. I just see like sometimes the list of like different things which happen in each of these, and I feel like it's really hard to determine whether it's one thing or the other, because most of the diagnoses and most of the individual effects from each of these illnesses or problems are most often the same thing, like headaches, vomiting, nausea, fatigue, pain in muscles or pain in ligaments, or something like that. Some of these have such similar effects that you can't really tell just by thinking like, oh yeah, no, it's this thing. No wonder why people are going to think it's another thing. Even they have very similar symptoms.
Groups of people can lose their lives. Groups of people can drown. Very, very dangerous scenario.
So how can you get carbon monoxide poisoning on a boat out in all that fresh air?
Could be a very calm, humid day, and carbon monoxide can collect in places that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, most people think, oh, I'm outdoors, carbon monoxide won't impact me, but that's absolutely not the case.
Using this special carbon monoxide detector, he showed us how carbon monoxide gas can build up, especially on the back of older boats with inboard engines that he says are less effective at diffusing it.
Yeah.
Let's put it in the exhaust stream and see what happens. Here we have definite CO, obviously, and if I move it up, and it's starting to dissipate very rapidly, we're down to 40. Just a few steps and you could be in the clear zone, absolutely.
Yeah, just imagine you're sitting there hanging out, talking with your friends, and without knowing, you're inhaling all this carbon monoxide. It's binding to the hemoglobin, becoming a problem. And sometimes people that are experiencing carbon monoxide poisoning look flushed. So it's not something that you think
Look at
is
this. You
related
can see
to,
it on their skin,
lack
apparently.
of oxygen. You think it's probably seasickness, but in reality, it's this.
They may not look flushed. They may not look flushed per se, but I mean, I'm looking at like the image itself. It looks like, is it like the color of the skin supposed to be an indicator? I don't know.
Found on boats.
The Bonds Flying Roos went back-to-back at the New Zealand Grand Prix today, claiming 2 wins in 2 years in Auckland. But there was one major difference.
Oh!
Oh. Wait, what foot?
Oh!
2 years in Auckland. But there was one major difference.
I don't see any foot.
Oh! The slang of the race boat.
If the French bow was even half a meter further back, I think we'd be having a very grim conversation.
Bow, that's the word I was looking for.
Grinder
Louis
Louis
Sinclair
Sinclair is
yeah.
in hospital and recovering well from surgery after receiving compound fractures to both legs in the incident.
God, can you imagine the danger of that? I
How
mean,
the
only with
wait,
extensive-
whoa. I didn't see any legs in that footage. I didn't see any legs, but maybe it's because of the angle that it was coming in, like crashing into the side like that. I guess that could hit your leg and break your bones.
Hardware, we're talking
I see that.
pins, rods. You got to stabilize both legs.
Not just
in
needles.
A scenario like that. Lifeguards have to make extremely scary rescues.
That's crazy. Some of that's actually really pretty crazy. I found this video of angriest shop owner. Transvestigators? What? Oh yeah, Erica Kirk got targeted by transgender conspiracy theories. Yeah, I remember seeing something about that. I like it in the family, be like. No, get the fuck out of here. Luxury brands are scamming people. That's true. You've seen so many luxury products and so many things which look so cool. Little did you know that those things are they're not even worth that much. You know that, right? They're not even worth that much. You know. Yep. Ooh, wait. The episode.
Okay.
I want to restart. You know what? I'm gonna restart the entire thing. I'm restarting the entire thing. Neon. The episode's up. Okay, that's just 4 minutes before. Okay. Let's check this out. Why is this in Arabic?
Are you sure? How did that even happen? There's no undo or anything?
He was messing with the console as I was working. I don't know what happened, but before I could try to get him back, the floor opened up and...
That's convenient.
Jax.
What? Are we all just supposed to forgive this? This guy messed up in the worst possible way he could. Now,
It was not even his
we
fault.
have nothing.
Jax, please, just calm down. We're all...
Anything else you want to tell us?
Jax!
But he gets to mess up like this and everyone takes his side?
Brain scans. Scratch was trying to make a brain scanner. I didn't think it actually worked. We didn't know how to work with the files, and they were impossibly small, given what they were supposed to be. I saw a folder full of them when I was in Kane's code. So, I guess Kane found a way to get them working.
That means...
I know what it means. Congratulations, Zubul! Guess you still get to leave your mark in the world. Oh, isn't that fun?
Jax.
I guess you still get to hang out with Mommy after all, right, Rags?
Shut up, Jax!
Guess I'm... still...
I know.
So he found out everything about them.
I've always known. It just...
Hmm.
For some reason... It still hurts so much to hear it.
I know.
So many millions of views it's gonna get. Jesus
But
Christ.
we still have each other.
Right.
We're all in this together.
As if that's going to help right now. Pomni. Ragatha's really trying. Zubul's almost dying over here. Pomni's barely even alive, barely even working anymore. Jax is just going insane. It's weird. Whoa, he's able to alter the... What? My guy's got developer options.
Sure, if you want to give it a try.
My guy's got developer forces.
Relax your body and mind. Deep breaths.
God dag.
Hei.
Hei.
Ja, god kveld.
Ah, god kveld.
God natt.
Well,
Hvordan har du det?
helt greit.
Helt greit.
Mhm.
Ja. Og varmt.
Ja, gud är det varmt. Sorry, my bad. I was just mistyping. Delete that one because I don't know. Let's see.
And try not to think too hard about it.
All of a sudden, this is just some simple words. Managed to create this little figure.
I really wanted to help.
You had a good start.
I thought I could uplift everyone, but
Yeah, that was sort of her role.
everything's gotten so bad. God, am I stupid for even trying?
None of this is your fault. I don't think anyone could have predicted things to play out the way they did.
I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You know, out of all the people I've seen enter this place,
Honestly, there's one thing I should do or should not.
I was a nervous wreck.
So was I. It's a lot for anybody to go through. But
Honestly, one thing they should not do is leave Jax alone. Let him do whatever the hell he wants, just in case he abstracts.
To get used to everything, myself included. You found your footing in a matter of days. And not just that, you've also become someone they can trust, even if they don't seem receptive. It's times like these they're gonna need someone like that the most. You're very strong, Pommy. And I know you'll be able to get through this.
We've been here before.
Have we?
Yeah. Back in the Milden Hall Manor. I doubt you remember.
Well, it's still true. It may take time, but they'll come around. We can't fix every problem. Not with ourselves. Not with the world around us. But we can still do what we can.
I guess what she was referring to, generally, like about like them being at this them being there before was mainly because they've been in that type of problem before, like not literally, not per se, but sort of like figuratively were in the same situation where everything felt like it was over, but then they managed to fix it pretty quickly. I don't know. What's bro eating? I'm munching down on popcorn kernels. Believe it or not, corn kernels. I made popcorn and I ate that, but now I'm eating the kernels. I don't understand why they're bad for you. I mean, first of all, they just make your jaw stronger. Because what I'm doing is munching down something which is really hard. So I'm just like trying to chewing with something which is something hard. That's why it sounds so crunchy. And second of all, corn kernels should not be really unnecessary. I mean, I was about to say unnecessary. Eating spicy wings? Damn, bro, now I kind of want some spicy wings. I mean, there's just one kind of sauce which I love to have spicy wings with. Wait, I didn't even type anything. Fuck. This one right here. This brand right here. This one, I think it's awesome. It tastes real good. This one right here. This sauce I absolutely do recommend. The picture is very low quality for some reason. I think it's a great sauce to have with chicken wings. It's actually really good. We're watching the Amazing Digital Circus.
It won't be a lot of work alone.
But it's too much to get over you.
She's learning, huh? Pretty quickly. $18 for a hot sauce? Yeah, it's in Amazon, but at the store you can find it for like 2 or 3 euros, or 1, I think, 1 or 2 euros, and that's I think just about the same, $2, $2. Things in Europe are actually cheaper than in the United States, because in the United States might be like several bucks for a kilogram of apples, while in Spain it's like 2 euros or something for a kilogram of apples, and it's very cheap. It's crazy. And euros actually cost are about the same as dollars. Okay, so it's not entirely, but it's even better than or it's even larger than dollars. The insane amount of calories 2 tablespoons of sauce have. Good thing I don't take tablespoons. I take droplets. Let's see. There's a sauce that has almost 100 per oh, whoa, what? 100 calories per tablespoon? That's crazy. I prefer lighter, zero sugar or zero sugar-free sauces like barbecue ketchup. Ketchup is very sugary, and barbecue sauce too, bruh. At least contains a lot of sweeteners. Okay, let's just continue. Sauces are so sugary for no reason. I mean, ketchup tastes like that because of the sugar and because of the sweeteners. And barbecue sauce tastes like that because of the sugars and sweeteners. But hot sauce, I wouldn't imagine hot sauce containing that much sugar. Doesn't make much sense because, surprise, surprise, hot sauce is not sweet. It's not that sweet. Funny story, they put asparagus in ketchup. Yeah, it's hard to believe if you're in the US. I thought all they put in there was chemicals. PKSMR Brody? This music is kind of unsettling. I'm just spamming emojis as fast as I can. But look at that, the circus has been sort of rebuilt, but not entirely yet. Jax is just so weird.
Never mind.
I wish I'd pried a little more. I somehow forgot how bad it can get.
The fact that they're just standing there so nonchalantly looking at that thing is crazy.
What do we do now? What can we do? Of course he'd do this. Of course he'd wait until there's nothing we could do about it. That's just so... God damn it, Jax.
I mean, pretty much, Jax is the one who's sort of at fault here because he's been the one who's been inciting negative thoughts into everyone else. She's been like forcing forth this idea that that everything was going to go to the shitter and everything, and he's sort of the one who was pushing this ahead. But that's also the thing. He wasn't the one to directly affect the entire situation. Wait. Um, 1 second. I'm just messaging. 1 second. I'll be right back with you in just a quick second. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised you're the only one here, Neon. It's crazy.
Hey, this isn't your fault.
Why can't I cry for him? I suppose we should try coming up with a plan to keep him contained.
You know, I always thought it should have been me.
Don't say that.
We were friends once. I mean,
I like watching the
sort
Amazing
of
Digital Secret with
friends.
Friends.
As much of friends
Give it up
as
for
anybody
give it up
could
for
have been with
Neon,
Jax.
even though you're like the only one here.
We could talk to each other.
Ain't nobody watching my shit.
But then
It's upsetting.
something like the snowy summit. I can't really remember. But something happened between him and her.
Kinger and his girl, maybe, or his wife.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Her name was Ribbit.
Wait, Ribbit. What? Isn't that the green frog character? Yeah, because I remember there was one character which was like a green frog. Yeah, get that one.
I think I remember you mentioning her before.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't
That
supposed
too.
to. After Ribbit was gone, I tried to comfort him.
Ribbit is cute. I mean, I haven't seen her per se. I've only seen her in the beginning of the episode when we first started watching the video. When I went right back to the start just to watch the video from start.
I think that's where our friendship really, finally ended. I wonder if things would have been different if I'd said no.
I'm not crying, you are. Jacob Animations 2 says that in the
So
in this chat
hard
message right
for
here.
me. I still don't know why I did it.
They're saying it in Spanish, saying "No estoy llorando, tú sí." That
Just
means
wanted him
I'm
to
not
know
crying, you are.
He wasn't alone. That I was there for him. And I guess I just didn't want to lose any more friends. Shows what I know, huh?
Ragatha, you were the first real friend I made here. And despite all that's happened, I still consider you my closest friend.
I'm glad we're still friends.
Oh. Okay, they're that close, huh? It's weird listening to this in English. Watch the entire series in Spanish. Oh, you know Spanish too? Oh, that's right. Okay, that makes sense.
What are we gonna do?
The English version is the original.
Sure Gangle, Zubul, and Kinger are okay.
We remember that the Spanish versions are just dubbed horribly.
Someone like you right now.
Horrible. Dubbed versions are ass. Yeah, that's what I was gonna point out.
One of the best things to happen to me since
But I
got
forgot
here.
about it until I quickly thought about it for a second. And they just walk each other's way. Bro. Don't walk like that, you're gonna fall right through one of those gaps, bro. And then she just falls in. Whip. Imagine. That'll be crazy. So, what was that thing's name again? Kaufmo? Wait, wasn't Kaufmo the other guy? I usually prefer listening to watching things in Spanish because English media is problematic sometimes and I tend to avoid controversy. How? That's interesting. Wait, why this wait. You prefer watching and listening in Spanish? How does you watching and listening in Spanish change anything about controversy? Whoa. So she's sort of like unlocking the memories or something? Looking into what Kaufmo knows? I'm talking about Phantoms. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another thing. But remember that the Spanish things sometimes are just dubbed? Not only that, but they're probably just translated. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I think I'm getting it. So, Kane was treating Kaufmo, or this, the glitch, as sort of like this enemy because this glitch, this entity, whatever it was called, I don't know if it was Kaufmo. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's because this entity is the answer they were looking for. It contains the answers that they were looking for, and that's why they're that's why he was sort of like treating it like a dark entity which they should not sort of like be around or try to like take contact with. That makes so much sense. Damn. Bro's just standing there staring all emotionless and completely cooked.
I just want you to know that if you need anything or if you need to talk to anybody, I'm here for you. I know you need it. And I'm the only person who can help you. You need me. I can fix you.
Oh.
What? We can't die from oxygen deprivation, remember?
He's so dark. Whoa. Wow. Wow.
Come on, guys, put some gusto into it. We're gonna make this the best funeral ever. It's what Zubul would have wanted. Remember, it's not a morning of
Whoa.
death.
Wait. Why is Zubul dead in this reality?
It's a celebration of life.
Sup?
Jax, why are you wearing that?
Wearing what? Oh, this! I figured what better way to honor Zubul's spirit than by wearing something all gender freaky, right?
Honestly, that's true. That's he rocks that outfit. He rocks that outfit.
Fun of them.
Isn't that what you're doing?
And then she's going crazy.
I hate you.
What? Don't act like you don't like it, sweet cheeks.
Bro, I like this new Ajax.
Don't be late.
He's so goofy.
What are you all doing? Get back to work!
He's so odd. But rocks that outfit though. Yeah, look at that. That door must be some sort of secret to everything. Huh.
You killed the only person I've ever loved. Now I'm going to kill you.
Sheesh, you just blame me for everything, don't you?
That's pretty much what she does though.
I gotta do something about this. I think this calls for a change in scenery.
Oh no. Not this not the Looney Tunes type of situation. Yep.
That's all, freaks.
Yep. That's all, freaks. Got it. That's Jack's score right there. Oh no.
How the hell did you get in here? We have a strict no girls allowed policy. Why are you wearing that? I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. I'm wearing it ironically. That way it shows truly just how little I care. Don't forget about me. I can play the piano. You know, if you have to say you can play the piano, it makes it seem like you can't actually play. Yeah, just shut up and play!
I love how the liquids just...
really think of us back there?
Yeah.
Oh, that? Who knows? Everything's way more fun when you play it out in extremes.
That's not reality, though.
Oh boy,
Why does that
reality's
matter?
gay. Yeah.
Reality's
Killing
gay.
off the comic relief
Ha.
character? What a freaking drag. This whole episode's been nothing but wah, wah, wah. Where's the levity? Shut up!
Whoa.
Where's the real Jax?
You're not gonna get anywhere asking questions like that. Now scram! You're messing up our game.
Do any of you have a key to this door?
Nope. And even if I did, I wouldn't give it to you. You women need to learn to quit prying all the time.
Huh.
Wow. I hope that doesn't also happen to me.
Yep, that happened. Oh, this is interesting. You can usually tell what they're referencing from all these scenes. Honestly, I can't, because I haven't seen any deeper lore into it. But oh, that's some VHS footage. It's like the real life. Yeah, it's the real life version of it, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's Ribbit.
Wait.
That's Ribbit, and that's Kaufmo. I think the other one.
Whoa, it's okay. I know it's a lie.
Get away from me! I look stupid.
I remember that feeling.
Oh yeah,
It
okay.
goes away eventually.
I didn't know Ribbit was a female until now, or until it was first mentioned that she was.
Hot chocolate's pretty good. Kaufmo and I made it kind of a tradition to come up here and get it every week.
Ask Kaufmo.
It's not real.
Oh, he laughed! Ah, yes, we did it!
Shut up! You caught me off guard.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, gotta start somewhere.
I'm just mad it was you instead of me.
Well, yeah, you're not funny.
Damn it, Jax.
Hey, Ribbit, you want to be on my team again?
Sorry. I'm gonna be showing Jax around this time.
No worries, y'all have fun.
Hey, dumb!
Sup, moron?
Oh my god, same. I used to swear so much, but the censoring annoyed the shit out of me.
I mean, I don't need nobody to censor for me. I censor for myself. Literally. This is probably a scene of Jack's first experience. That's absolutely it. I mean, at least that's what he imagined it as, maybe. Or that's what he imagines it as, maybe. But maybe it went a little bit differently. Maybe this was all before the tragic events happened. Maybe before they, abstracted. I think that was what was
Watch out
happening.
for her. She's gonna corrupt you.
Yeah, corrupted.
She's such
Today's adventure was really fun.
I'm glad I could cheer you up.
Oh, so they. I wonder if they did any naughty stuff.
Something that you regret.
Yeah? Have you ever breathed air?
I mean, like.
Yeah. Have you ever touched water? Neon, be serious with me. Have you ever touched water? I'm kidding.
Thing you did out there, that you can no longer make up for, and you can't stop thinking about. I cut ties with my parents when I moved out. They were devout Mormons, and I wasn't. Despite that, I still wish I could see them again. But I'm stuck.
Grass too. True. Yeah. No, I've never touched grass in my life. I've always had shoes on. You know.
It's your way of trying to get me to open up.
It's my way of letting you know I trust you.
I told you I was homeless. What else do you need to know?
Do you trust me?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just... It's kind of a lot.
You're kind of a lot. But I still like you.
I mean, to be fair, Jax's past was just sort of like plagued by deceit, I think. So, yeah, I do think it would have been really hard for him to trust anyone, regardless of who they are.
It's fine.
A lot is fine, huh? I had a weird relationship with my parents. They split when I was just starting high school. I was never close with my dad. He was there, but he also kind of wasn't. He never seemed proud of me, and I always felt like a disappointment to him. Like I could never live up to his standards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's sort of what his life was based around, like the the lack of support from his family. Not only that, but also the way others treated him. You could watch back a few of the episodes, and you would see some figments where, Jax was obviously made fun of, made a fool of, I guess, and just pretty much would have been something that ends up plaguing him to the end. You never know. You kind of just have to wait and see. I don't know how much it's going to affect him at the end, but there's only one way to find out, that is by keep watching. Yeah, I used the YouTube hack,
When I showed weakness, I was less of a man than him. When I lashed out, I was just as bad as him. It was...
Yeah, that's also a thing though. You never want to take over one parental figure, because one of them taking after one of them is wrong, but taking after both of them can also be wrong. What you have to do is like base yourself off of them and sort of like try not to repeat their mistakes, not be them. That's the whole point. But then again, his reactions sometimes are justified, other times they're not really justified, and you never really know if you're becoming more like someone before it's too late.
Confusing.
Does that make sense?
It was like she missed him, but also hated him. And I became the...
But Jesus Christ, I gotta say, not only is Glitch going to earn so much out of the views and so much out of all the interactions and all the actions, and the likes and everything, but they're going to earn so much in donations. Jesus Christ. 5 USD, 2 Canadian dollars.
Stupid day. I was just kind of fed up with it.
So what did you do,
Told
Jax?
her something I regret telling her.
I live by my own rules? That's crazy. I don't.
Personal that
I wish I could, but I
would
don't.
Get her off my back. But she laughed at me.
Damn.
Then she went off on me, and it didn't stop. Personal, degrading insults that felt like it went on forever.
So, yeah, that's what I was talking about, the lackluster support. Like, the fact that their parents were abusive and the fact that they always saw him as a failure, that's already plenty to tell us why he's like this.
Despite all that, the thing that bothered me most was, at the end of all of it, she hugged me. I didn't know what to do, so I panicked and I pushed her off me with all the force I could.
Exactly. That's, I mean, I do understand that 100% because you never know. Like, when the parents are being so rough with you, treating you like that, and then they just coming for a hug, you don't know if they're coming in for a hug or if you're coming in to crush you or to stab you. The fact that their parents treated them so badly, that's already a very bad, very big red flag. This is crazy.
She fell backwards. And she didn't get up.
Oh, okay. So what he did to his mother was a mistake. Not even a mistake, it was an accident because he was scared of her treating him this way. So he assumed she was going to try and hurt him again, which eventually ended up becoming the one thing that takes away his mother from him. And this becomes like a big ass burden because maybe then he realized that she actually felt something for him. She actually felt like he was important to her, even though she was treating him this way. And then once she showed affection, she caused this mistake. That's why he's so cold with everyone else. That makes so much sense. Since it's crazy.
I don't know if she was just trying to make me feel bad, or I never found out the answer. I just ran as far away from it as I could. Whatever I did to her, I'll never know. I guess there's a lot of things I regret about that day.
They don't have what I don't know why parents are abusive. They need to raise their children to become better than they ever were. Yeah, but then again, nowadays parents are slacking too much. So there's no specific like midpoint you have to go to. It's like you go to one midpoint and then you're like, okay, yeah, you're treating your children okay, decently, I guess, but you're not providing enough. Then you have to treat them even better, but then oh shit, you're treating them too well. Then you have to treat them worse, and then it goes to becoming like a whole ass problem with abuse and such. But where is the midpoint? That's the question. That's the question. But the problem is that people are definitely not living up to the midpoint nowadays. They're definitely giving their kids a phone and saying, "Hey, here, have a phone, have an iPad, have a PS4, have a PS5, have an everything, and get out of my life." Instead of just actually resorting to a very light type of abuse, which would be spanking them in the butt or give them a little not a hard one, but like giving them a little slap in the face because well, that's what my mother used to do to me sometimes. Don't forget the parents always complain about children being exposed to lots of things. They don't blame themselves. And they always make society to be held accountable. Exactly. Why the hell do you think people are trying to get the fucking age verification shit set up? Because of parents being irresponsible. And then they don't blame themselves and they're like, oh my god, but do you know how much it takes to raise a child on your own or to raise a child with your partner and everything like that? It's very hard and don't you dare blame it on me because I'm not in the wrong. I'm doing everything I can. No, you're not. You're laying off responsibility by giving it to your child's phone or iPad, which it's not supposed to have to begin with. Then you're just saying, "Hey, okay, if I want a break." You're instead of giving your children away to your family for a few days, off. Instead, you're giving your family away, or you're giving your children away to your phone at a constant rate, all day, every day. And then you expect them to treat you well? Ha ha ha. As long as the moment you take out the moment you take out or take away their phones or iPads, yeah, no, they're gonna lash out on you because they're like, I want this, you're gonna give me this until the day you die, pendeja. And then you're going to have to end up having to treat them that way. You'll have to resort to abuse, and then suddenly everything is all wrong because you've been abusive and slapping your kid because they've been misbehaving, or clapping them in the ass because they've been bad, and then all of a sudden that's wrong now. I mean, in the 90s and the 80s, people used to treat the children that way and nobody complained, other than the children.
I'm sure she's fine. I mean, if the police never came after you, then she was probably fine.
I'm sorry. I definitely overshared.
Wait. I'm glad you trust me.
Yeah, it's really hard for some people like those, especially, to actually sort of like put trust on someone else that they don't know, because you never know if they're going to turn their back on you and completely ruin you with what you tell them. If I ever become a parent, I think I'd raise my children with the best of my abilities after learning how messed up society is. Yeah, I would not get my child a phone nor an iPad. It's as simple as that. Just don't do it. I don't think I'll ever give my children technology until they reach a certain age, like high school or college. If they ever ask me for anything, I'd say no and give them a reason why. Plenty of reasons why, too. Yeah, look at him. He's acting this way because that's sort of the trust that she delegates on him, that he didn't get from his parents. That's why he's reacting like this, because he's desperate for this type of trust. But at the same time, he's looking back or looking away because he does not trust those who are trying to give him this sense of trust and the safety. When my health got worse when I was chronically online around 2019 to 2014, whoa, 5 years? That's crazy. What the fuck? Your health got worse? So, how did it get worse? She's giving him what he always wanted, but that's the problem. He never got that from his parents, which is exactly why he's feeling this way. You see, that's the type of parenting, and not only that, but partnership you're supposed to be providing everyone else, not what the type of friendships and partnerships we have nowadays. Jesus Christ, we got people just being quote unquote friends. They're being quote unquote friends because they just want to shag. That's today's reality, and it sucks. It sucks. It's tragic how it is just that. Look at him with all his smug face. I rotten. I rotted in my bed. I ate too much, slept, didn't shower, didn't leave my room or go outside. What the for 5 years? How are you not dead? Neon, and just by doing that for like 1 year, that's already enough to make you go insane. I mean, there's a Spanish YouTuber who had a similar situation with like you. He barely went outside and saw everything as like a video game or some shit. He was stuck with some mental health issues after locking himself into his bedroom with YouTube and such, and had to go to therapy just after a few months. In 2024, I ended up with pre-diabetes, up to 300 pounds, and severe acne all over my body. Reason. With reason. In 2024, wait, no, you didn't have a reason to end up like that. You had a reason to be in this way. You had a reason to end up with all that. You shower only once a week. That's so tragic. In 2024, I ended up with pre-diabetes, 300 pounds, acne all over your body. Doesn't that already... Didn't the pre-diabetes already come first and tell you something was going on? to the point where he could have changed
Yeah,
much
yeah.
earlier. But that's the problem, though. You changed too late. You already had several issues going on with yourself, and you just ignored them.
Now's not a good
Sad.
time. Or now's fine. What do you want?
Is that Kaufmo? Yeah, that's Kaufmo.
That would be cool. Good. All right. So, if you ever tell anyone about this, I'm never speaking to you again.
Yeah, he doesn't even trust her yet. He's like, if you do this, I will I'll completely block you out of my life. Since I started college at the end of 2024, I've pretty much changed my life for the better. I lost 60+ pounds so far. I'm back to normal midway through the weight loss journey. I'm at least glad you realized that the weight was a problem. I mean, I do tend sometimes to look down on the people who are overweight, specifically because of that, because they either choose not to do anything about it, or because they don't care enough to do anything about it. But if you're actually doing something about it, that's when I'm like, hey, kudos to you. You're actually respectable. You are respectable, Neon. But hey, I mean, the fact that you started college and still had these issues, sort of. Exactly. That's you see, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Since you started college at the end of 2024, I pretty much changed your life for the better. But why did you do it so late, though? Why didn't you change any earlier? What happened there?
Sound good?
Yeah, I won't.
Awesome. Bye.
Yeah, you see, he doesn't even trust him yet.
Such an idiot. Why am I such an idiot? Why am I such an idiot?
He blames himself for revealing the truth about himself to someone he doesn't know, but he thinks he can't trust her. I used to make videos every day and stream 5 hours. High school gave me problems. Are you sure those problems didn't come because of your sort of like antisocial situation? That's sort of what tends to be the problem.
Jax. Look, about yesterday. I'm sorry.
Why
if
does
I
she
tried
sound
too
like?
hard.
Is that just? It's that. Is that? Wait. Is that the same actor as Zoobles? I think she sounds like the same actor as Zoobles, but at the same time, she also sounds a bit like Ragatha. I moved to another city and kept everything to myself. I was afraid of change. Exactly. That's also, well, I guess that's respectable. Yeah, I guess it is. Let's see.
Made you feel uncomfortable
What?
or
What are you talking about? Oh, you mean you know none of that was real, right?
You see, that's also the thing, though. He's trying to use a deflective tactic to try to make her feel like he didn't trust her in the first place. And that's also a thing. He's trying to use this as a coping mechanism for the fact that he revealed a bit about himself.
What, that corny backstory out of a Hallmark movie? Nah. Really got you, though.
Yeah, that did not make anything better.
Okay.
Hey, wanna team up?
Nah, I'm teaming up with Kaufmo. Maybe next time, though.
I actually heard they're supposed to look like that.
Yep.
Hey, you wanna team up?
Nah, I'm with Kaufmo.
Okay.
What's up with Ribbit?
She delegated all her trust in him for him to tell his backstory, and now he's just deflecting.
Idea.
He's good at it, though.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out in the cafe.
Okay. Why are you telling me this?
I don't know.
No, she's...
Hey, Jax, can we talk?
What is there for us to possibly talk about?
I don't know, just whatever I did, whatever's going on between us, can we just stop this? I miss talking to you.
We're here. We're talking. What else do you want from me?
I just want to be friends again.
What? So you can pry into my personal life and hold it over my head?
Is that really what
Whoa.
you think? This can't be what you want.
What? Because you know me so well. Because we're such super close best friends. So we know everything about each other.
We were great friends, and I'm
Oh my
sorry for
God.
crying, but I don't want this one stupid mistake to be the thing that ends
Here
all
we
of this.
go. Why are you still fixated on that night? Nothing happened. You keep reading into things when there's nothing there. You're the one using me. You're manipulating me and
Manipulating me and turning me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's pure deflection. Manipulation. Probably also like abusive behavior because he opened up to her and now he's just extremely oppressive.
I'll leave you alone.
Hey, if Ribbit ever says anything about me, just know it's not true.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, Ragatha, what was that movie you were talking about earlier?
Huh? Wait, when was I... Oh, you mean yesterday? Hey, Jax, have you seen Ribbit at all today?
Now he feels the guilt. Right. Oh, I see. Oh, this is interesting. So now he's trying to reach out to her because he's starting to realize that what he did was wrong. Oh, huh. He just chooses not to respond, not to find out. And now... Yeah. Exactly, he regrets letting anyone know about his past, and that's the problem. Not only does he regret letting anyone know about his past, but he regrets reacting badly to others thinking they know him. To the point where, like, he just completely abandons them. I mean, would you tell anyone my past? I would. I don't have any shame for my past, nor do I even really care about what others' opinion is. I mean, I would just explain my past right now. Let the whole world know who I am, but, you know, there are certain elements of my past which I probably should have remembered, but then I don't remember. Because, you know, sometimes some of the things which happened in my past are, like, things that happen during periods of time where you don't really keep it as a memory, you know? I had a controversial past online in IRL. I don't care about it since I'm a better person. Hey, I'm glad I don't have an online past. I mean, I'm glad I don't have a past online. Well, not really, I don't, but I do have a past, sort of, a few years worth. But I don't really have a childhood online since I got my phone when I was like 16, 14, no. Yeah, maybe. I think it was like 16 or 15 or something when I got it. Now I'm happier than where I'm now, despite this year being bare bones since I have no job, no apartment. Are you still living with your family? If that's the case, then you're better off like that. Housing is way too motherfucking expensive today, especially since you have no job. Then that's a surefire way to get your ass to poverty.
Hey.
Let's keep watching.
Look, we were friends, but
I still live with my parents, but I need a job badly. Economical issues? Then, yeah, you should start seeking Not just saying like, hey, I really need to find a job, you know. Yeah, I need to find a job. First, focus on one thing. If you don't already have it, get yourself a driver's license. If you can't get that yet, or if you don't have the money for it, just hunt for a job. Don't just say you're going to do it, just do it. Just do it. There's no point in waiting.
Close. Just
And I'm saying that without even having a job myself because I just finished high school like yesterday. I just finished high school yesterday and I've just got my goddamn grades back from everything. So yeah, yeah. I don't even have a job, but I'm telling you, don't just like oh wait. I have a driver's license, passport. I have applied and I'm waiting for them to reach back to me. Okay, good. Then apply to other places too, just in case. You can't just apply to one place. You know, it's like a lottery. You have to bet on several things at the same time and wait for the answer or the response to go.
It's hard. Just don't be afraid to reach out to me.
Everyone delegated their responsibility and trust on him, but then.
How about we call her
20 plus stores and 20 plus stores and places. Oh, okay, that's good. Then you're doing it right.
That sounds
You're doing
about
it right.
as pathetic as she looks.
Great choice, Gangle. I'll be sure to add that right into the system.
Out of the way, Rags.
Jax.
Damn.
Look, I know we don't get along, but I think I might have found a way out of here.
Have fun being crazy.
Now he's rejecting the reality he's living in. That's insane.
Until I wake up, right?
Whatever you say, kid. You never know until it's too late.
He's lost everyone who trusted him, but you know.
You gonna cry? Looking like this?
Oh, he's becoming more like his parents too, though. You're gonna cry looking like this? That has to be a thing which you would expect his parents to say to him.
Fun. And probably forget about you.
Oh, because of the memory of him and Ribbit in the snowy place. The jagged snowy peaks. Now it's just pure corruption and weird stuff. He did all of that for nothing.
I didn't know you could play the piano.
At least she learned something about him.
I only know like 2 songs. Why are you here?
Whoa. That's how he feels, you know.
So why are you here?
I hate Jax how he fumbled Ribbit. She was such a good person. Exactly. She was delegating so much confidence and trust into him, thinking they had actually created such a big bond, but then he decided to ghost her entirely and completely ignore her after she found out about him, or she got to learn about him.
Mistake I've ever made in my face.
He also calls that a mistake. Opening up to her. He calls that also a mistake. But at the same time, he feels like it's a mistake to lose her, you know. Because it's a very confusing idea of whether she was actually to trust or if she's
Is that what you want me to say?
fine enough to be around with, you know. Yeah, you see, that's the reality.
I already know I am. So why does anybody still care about me? You're not supposed to care.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure opening up to new people is what creates relationships. Exactly. Exactly, but sometimes opening up to new people can cause negative outcomes. Such as, you know, bullying and psychological abuse.
You're not supposed
That's
to
the amount of identities he's created for himself, sort of. And, oh, wait, you're not supposed to love me also refers to the fact that his parents were like this to him. Um, he was mentioning that she's not supposed to act this way towards him after everything she did. That's why he freaked out, because he realized that she was not supposed to be like that to him, even though she had done even though he wanted this. He wanted that for himself, and he wanted that to be the new reality. But that's the thing, though, he didn't want it either, because he thought it was he saw it as something fake,
Love me.
like manipulative.
This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Yeah. That's another mistake he thinks he might cause.
Please. Leave me alone.
And she's just not gonna give up on her. She's a little too stubborn for that.
You're making this so much harder.
For some reason, the text sometimes shows up twice. And then he finally kind of snaps out of it, I think.
You're making this
So much harder. Yeah. I mean, I feel like what he's trying to refer to right there is like she's making it so much harder for him to understand why it happened that way. If you think about it, if you really just think about it for a second, he didn't understand why his mother suddenly acted like that. He doesn't understand why everyone's acting the way they are and putting some sort of trust into him, even though he did all that in his past. And opening up about his past is kind of like the one thing which risks him losing this confidence he's built on everyone else, which is why he hates everyone who finds out about his past, because he's scared of losing them because of it.
You should have just talked to me, man.
That's real.
It's too late. I did this to myself. There's no coming back from this.
No, the other is plenty. He regretted what he did, but that regret shouldn't carry over to where you hate people's. Yes, people's. When you hate people's. I'm kidding. When you hate people for knowing it. I don't think it's the fact that he hated people, but he hated the fact that they knew about it, which is what made him sort of this cold, distant person, because he was afraid of ruining any further. But I think I'm gonna have to leave it right here. I don't really have time to continue anymore. It's 1:30, so I have to go. Yeah, I assume so. Yeah. But wow, that is pretty deep. A pretty deep storyline. Pretty darn interesting too. I want to keep this in the watch later, because then we can watch the rest of it tomorrow. No, maybe not tomorrow, because I might go to my aunt's, so I'll be gone for the day. But he doesn't hate the people. He wants to. He doesn't hate the people, but he wants to push them away because they know of his past, to avoid it causing any further harm. Harm he thinks he might cause, but does not understand that. Lo sé. Lo sé. But he doesn't understand that that harm is not like permanent. He does not understand that the harm that he caused at the time sort of wasn't going to stay for long, but at the same time he doesn't want to cause it, because he doesn't want to repeat what he did. He accidentally was the one to end his mother's life. That's why he's keeping everyone away, because he doesn't want to repeat that. I feel like that's the most plausible way of putting it. Opinions? Anyway, I'm gonna be heading off now. But thank you, Neon, for sticking around and watching for as long as you did. Appreciate it. And I do hope you have a good day and good luck on your weight loss journey, even though we're going to be seeing each other or chatting pretty soon again. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around. We can stop with this thumbnail right here. I had a thumbnail prepared for this, but I completely forgot about it when it was too late. You are my friend.